Hey guys, and welcome on into today's NBA pick video play for November 6, 2017. To get all of our NBA plays, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description, and be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So heading into this contest here between the Miami Heat and the Golden State Warriors, the nightcapper here, we're going to be giving our take on who we think is the better betting value against the spread. Starting with the road team today, the Miami Heat. They're 4-5 overall, coming off of a 104-101 win yesterday against the Clippers. Of course, going back-to-back days on the road is never easy, and also this is going to be the third straight road contest in a row for Miami during this current West Coast swing. The Heat right now with that 4-5 overall record, right about where we expected this group to be to open up the year. Miami was one of the hottest teams in the NBA throughout the second half of last season. We didn't feel like that was going to be a long-term trend for this particular roster overall. If the Heat were able to duplicate the kind of success they had at the end of last year throughout the entire 2017-18 campaign, they'd be the one seed in the Eastern Conference. I don't think anybody would expect this particular roster to be able to earn the first seed in the East, even with the Eastern Conference being down as a whole. We expect this Miami team to be more in that 7 to 8 seed range, potentially, if they're able to stay healthy. They certainly have some really nice pieces, guys like Goran Dragic, Hassan Whiteside to build around, but you know, they don't have the perennial star power all-stars here on this roster to really push guys like the Toronto Raptors, the Washington Wizards, and even the Cleveland Cavaliers when they're able to figure things out, as well as the Boston Celtics. Some of those teams that have proven players or have proven rosters that have been able to pick up high seeds in the Eastern Conference in recent years. We don't feel like the Heat are on that same level, but they're certainly going to be pushing potentially in that direction here as they continue to build as a team. Coming off of that win against the Clippers, the Heat showed some positives. They were able to build themselves a 25-point lead. They nearly threw it away in the end as the Clippers completely dominated Miami in the fourth quarter. But the important thing for Miami is they were able to go on to get that win at the end of the day. But they were really flat there in the fourth quarter, and that's a concern certainly going into the second day of a back-to-back. That kind of play could carry itself over into the beginning of this one against Golden State, and that's a recipe for disaster when you're going against guys like Curry, Durant, Thompson, who are going to bring it every single night on the offensive side of the ball, especially on their home court. So Miami right now on the year, they rank 22nd in the NBA in scoring average. They're averaging about 17 points less per game than the Golden State Warriors, and they also rank 13th in the NBA in total team defense. So their plus-minus right now is at about minus 1.5 points. So going on over to the home team today, Golden State Warriors, this is a team that we were hesitant to take against the spread through the first couple of weeks of action. After that really poor performance at home in a losing effort against the Pistons, the Warriors seemed to refocus their efforts, get things back on track. We were very impressed with their 114-113 win on the road against the Clippers. And since then, the Warriors have gone on to cover for us on the road against the Spurs very easily, and also a pretty easy cover in their last outing on the road against the Denver Nuggets. So the Warriors really building some momentum right now as they start getting things heading back in the right direction after getting off to kind of a sloppy start this year. But Golden State still clearly the best team in the NBA. They're ranked first in the league in scoring, first in assists, 26 in total team defense. But again, that's not too much of a concern given the fact that the Golden State Warriors have a plus-minus at about plus 9 points right now, which is extremely impressive. If the Warriors are able to hold that kind of plus-minus throughout the entire regular season, they'll probably end up with the first seed out west by year's end. So in that last outing, 127-108 win on the road against the Nuggets. That was an impressive win, and the Warriors got to go against the Nuggets, who were coming into their second night of a back-to-back. They're getting that same situation here with the Heat, who are on their second night of a back-to-back, which also plays into the hands very well of Golden State, who's been able to really take advantage of these teams that are a little bit more fatigued. They've done very well in these kind of games in recent seasons, and we'd be shocked if the Warriors weren't able to take advantage here again today against a Miami team that they certainly outclass in terms of their offensive output. And also the fact that the Heat looked really shaky down the stretch in their win against the Clippers. We think that's going to have a negative carryover effect into this one on the road against the Warriors. So for today's pick, we are going to go ahead, lay those points, taking the home team, siding with the Golden State Warriors, given the 15.5 as our NBA pick video play for today's action. And again, guys, to get all of our NBA plays, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.